Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. FIU will kick it off to get things underway.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Chambers. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Guys, let's talk a little about Middle Tennessee. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got him downfield. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Leaves it with the running back. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Gets it out fast.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice get rid of the ball. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this.
There he goes. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Goes to the option. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Evans. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, he drops to throw. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Gonna run it. It's Quinn. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. One team makes its way onto the field. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Hand off from the shotgun.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, it was an amazing effort to make that catch on 3rd down. Unfortunately, not picking up the first. I think if it had been a little bit more of an accurate throw, maybe he would have been able to do something with it, maybe make a guy miss and get upfield. Give him credit, though. It's a great catch, and now it gives the head coach an opportunity to make a big-time decision here on 4th.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The play-action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He leaves it with his back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man on the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Dropping back, it's Evans. Makes the grab. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Going to take a shot on second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll take it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Florida International.
This has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, just a few yards.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. It's complete. Touchdown, FIU. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Owls were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Chambers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to put toe to leathers. We are deadlocked here in the third. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The give on the inside. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Evans. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but his defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He's got an open man. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Now on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This is turning into a death march for this defense. 13th play of the drive coming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Evans. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Quinn.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. On the move and looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send... It's back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great job on first down. Great job on second down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers! A great catch and run for 6.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Quinn. He breaks a tackle. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Back to pass, it's Chambers. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down. Or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Shaw. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the run, it's Shaw. Showing off the arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Chambers. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They've got to get to the line. Time is getting short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.